Hey everybody, welcome to MT Guitar. Thanks for joining us. We're doing Touch of Grey from the Grateful Dead. Just such a beautiful song, very uplifting, and really great lesson for strumming. It's just such an active strumming part. And I actually went ahead and learned the solo, so I'm going to teach you that as well. There'll be a tab for this on the Patreon, so check that out, including the solo, note for note. It's really fun to learn Jerry's playing. And I was remembering as I was learning his solo how influenced Jerry Garcia was by bluegrass. And he did some albums with David Grisman. Just a wonderful soloist beyond the rock and pop realm, which we're sort of used to. And so really great to study him. It kind of opens up your vocabulary. So go ahead and subscribe to MT Guitar. Check out the Patreon. And thanks for all your support. Other than that, let's get started on this lesson and zoom in. All right, so we've got a lot to go over. We're going to be covering all of the strumming and chords and sections, as well as the guitar solo by Jerry. And you're free to download the tabs on Patreon by joining and follow along with the lesson. Might make it a little easier. But I'll go through everything note for note now. In the recording, it starts with bass, but it's the root notes of the chords, so you're free to just start with the chords if you want. It's A, E 3 times, and the counting is and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And the E strumming kind of starts the second time, so like that, and then start strumming here. So now that we've covered the arrangement of the intro a little bit, the guitar kind of comes in, and then let's cover the strumming pattern. A to E, it's going to be an up strum, up, and then E chord, up, up, down, and then repeat. So up, 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 down, up, 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 down. All right. Then the same thing happens over the B chord, up, and then F sharp, up, up, down, up, 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 down. Repeat. Right? So that happens 3 times. So let's do this really slow, kind of get the strumming pattern down, and we'll start with the bass and then start strumming on the E the second time, okay? 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Here's the strumming. B, up, down, up, back to the A. B over it, and then B. Sorry. Third time. And lastly, B to F sharp. Okay? Now the verse starts. So when the verse starts, it's sort of like a pickup beat and 1 and up down right before the first beat. So up 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me play it first, and then I'll break down the strumming pattern and how it's counted. Must be getting early. Okay, can be a little tricky because we're changing chords quickly, and it's during syncopated beats. So it would be up, down, 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 up for the B, and then F sharp, up, and then B, up, down, mute. Okay, let's do that. Down, down, up, F sharp, up, down, mute. Last time. Down, must be getting early. Okay, then we go to an E chord. Up, down, 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 up. A, up, and then E, up, down, mute. So that's the first 4-bar phrase. Let's do that nice and slow. Must be getting F sharp to B to E, da, da, to A, back to E. Okay, moving on. If you've made it that far, that strumming pattern is going to serve you for the rest of the song, because that's sort of the vibe and the groove, and that continues through other chords, right? So now the F sharp, up, down, 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 up, B. So that's a little trickier because it's staying on the F sharp. So up, down, 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 up, and then B. then E chord. Up, down, 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 up, down. Mute. And then the whole thing repeats. So let's cover from F sharp. Morning sky looks so phony. Okay, and then the whole verse repeats. The whole 8-bar phrase repeats, going back to the B. So let's cover this 8-bar phrase twice, really slowly, and try to follow along with these strumming patterns here. Okay, and I'll kind of guide you along as best I can. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, F sharp, up, B, B, up, down, 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 up, A, to E, F sharp, up, down, 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 up, to B, mute, up, down, 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 up, down, repeat, up, down, 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 up, F sharp to B and to E, A back to E to F sharp, to B to E, it's alright. Okay, then we go to the chorus. So the second time through that phrase, we go to an F sharp on the end of 4. Up, down, right? And the down is the first beat of the chorus. So the strumming pattern is going to be very similar. So let's cover that. F sharp, up, down, 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 up, and then B, up, down, 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 up, down, and then E, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, let's cover that. To B, get E. All right. So let's do that one more time. Down, up, B, down, up, E, down, up, down, up. All right. Now you could keep that strumming pattern going, or you could do the keyboard riff, which is kind of cool, right? Now, Jerry Garcia and Bob Weir were not playing that, but it's kind of fun to add these lead riffs into a guitar part, especially since most of the time we're not playing with a full band, right? So it's optional, but if you know my channel, you know that I like to do that, and it seems like a lot of you do too. So after you do E4 bar, we're going to throw this riff in between the strumming, and it's nice because there's no lyrics there, so it's a nice fill. So we're going to do 5th fret, 2nd string, and you're going to do double stops, which is like a fiddle term or a violin term, meaning 2 strings at once. So you're going to play the 5th string, 2nd fret, with the 1st string open, and it's going to be all down strums here. So 5th fret, 4th fret, and you're keeping the E going. Sounds a little weird right now, isolated, but you're keeping the E going because we don't want a sudden stop between strumming and then just kind of a little jarring. So if we keep this, we hear the E chord still ringing out because we're hearing that E string going. So these are arrangement techniques that you can apply to your own song and own songs and arranging as well. So 5th fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, open, and then 3rd fret, 3rd string, and then you do it with your middle finger so that you can kind of quickly get back to the F sharp, and then you finger the F sharp chord and kind of start strumming in rhythm as if you never stopped. So let's do this really slow, and then repeat the chorus. Let's do the chorus from the F sharp so we can get into that little riff and see if we can do it in time. Ready? I will to E, down, 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 up. Here we go. Okay, then it repeats. B to E. All right, now there's this really kind of famous bass fill. If you know the song Touch of Grey and you've heard it a bunch, you know this is just a classic bass fill that shows up in every phrase of the chorus. And again, totally optional. You can just keep strumming E, but really a fun riff to play. So it's going to be 4th fret, 6th string, 5th string open, 1st fret, 2nd fret. So that's a chromatic walk up to the 5th from the 3rd. Okay, and then E open. Now 3rd fret to 4th fret, to 2nd fret, 4th to 2nd. So. Like that. So let's do that in rhythm let's do both the keyboard fill and the bass line as fills in the context of the whole chorus. Ready? Keyboard riff. Back to B, then to E. Here's the bass fill. Back to strumming. Alright, good. Now we do the end of the chorus here after the B chord with down, down, up on an A chord, E chord, F sharp. So, I will get by, I will survive. Okay. So that's E to F sharp at the end there. Then there's another verse and chorus. And after that, I will survive. Right after this, we go to C sharp minor for the bridge. And the strumming pattern is going to be the same for every chord, which is essentially the same as the chorus. Down, 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 up, down, up, down for every chord. So let's just assume that that's the case. Instead of me saying it every time, we'll do C sharp minor, bar chord, and then C sharp 7, and then F sharp major. Repeat that. F sharp major. Okay, moving on. G sharp minor. Now a D sharp 7, but it's going to be this form, not this form. So, and I was watching Jerry play this live a few times, and this is what he did. So it's going to be 6, 5, 6, 4. Down 2 frets to a C sharp 7. F sharp major. B7. E major. F sharp for 2 bars. So let's cover that entire bridge. Ready? F sharp. Repeat. The A's and the Bakers and the C's. Moving to the G sharp minor. The A's, D sharp 7, down 2 frets. C sharp to F sharp, B7. Then to E, then F sharp. Now it's the verse, now it's the solo, which is over the verse progression. Okay, so let's cover this solo note for note. All right, so we're going to do a 7th fret, first 2 strings, 8th fret, 3rd string, and then back up. It's a B, first inversion triad. Now we go to the F sharp triad here, and we go 6, 7, 6. You could either bar it, or you could just 1st, 2nd, 1st fingers. Then 7th fret, 1st string twice. Okay. Now we do a 9 to 11 slide, and we go 9 to 11, 9, 9, 11, 9. And then bar the 3 strings, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, and hit all of them there. And then hit it again, and hammer on. It's a 10th fret, 2nd string, 11th fret, 4th string. And then pull off. So the whole thing. go. Good. All right, then you slide up to 11, and then hit it twice, and then a third time, back to 4th string, and then a 5th time, and then 13th fret, 11th fret 2nd string, 3rd string, and then 12, 14, 11. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. Then 11 to 13 slide 3rd string, 12th fret 1st string. Then 12, pull off to 11, back to 12. Okay, then you do a 14 to 11 pull off on every single note. Pull off, 14, 13, 12, 11. And then 12, 11, pull off again. 14, 12, 14, 11. Let's cover all that from the beginning of the solo, nice and slow. 1. Here's the slide. Slide up. Okay. So practice that nice and slow until you get that. And then we do 11, 14, 12. Or think of it as the 3rd, 2nd, 1st degree of a B major scale if you know your scale up here. Okay. But anyway, 11, 14, 12, 11, 14, 12, twice. And then 11, 11, 11, 14, 12. So. Okay, and then 13 to 11 slide. And then 9, 4th string. And then 2nd string, all barred here, 4th string twice, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, it's like a little triad there. And then hammer on again to 10 and 11, 2nd and 4th strings here, and then 10th fret, 12th fret, 9th fret. Okay, so from here, here's the slide. Okay, good. Now, go 9 twice, and the 2nd time slide to 11. And then 11, 11, 3rd and 2nd strings. And then 14, 11, 12. So it's... And then 14, 12, 14, 11. Now 11 to 13, 12, slide 13 to 14, 14 1st string, 14 to 16, and then hit that again. So that's... Alright, that's the hard part of the solo. Now the chorus happens in the chords, and Jerry lays back a little bit and doesn't play as many notes. So let's try it. It's kind of like the hook. So 11, 12, 14 on the 2nd string, 12, 12, 14, 11, 12 for a whole note. So 12, 12, 14, 11, 12, 2, 3, 4. Now a quick hammer on, like a grace note, from 11 to 12. 11, 14, 12, 11. Here's the grace note coming up. Okay, that's the keyboard part, right? Now 11, 11, 12, 11, 11, 12. So it happens twice. So. And then 11, 12, 14, 11, back to 12. Repeat that hook. And then 11, 11, 12, 14, 12, 12, 14, 11. Okay, now we hit the end of the solo here. 14, and these are arpeggios. Bar the 14th fret, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Now 12, 13, 14. Now 11, 11, 11. 11 hammer on a 12. 11 slide to 9. And then 11 third string, and then let's cover that in a sec. So let's cover the arpeggios. And then we get here, kind of like before. And then you slide it all up. It's just like basically improvise a little bit. It doesn't need to be exact there. So, and then slide it up. And do the same thing 2 frets up. And that's the solo. When the song ends, well, let's do the whole solo, but I want to talk one more thing about the song ending. So let's do the whole solo at a medium pace, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's the hard part. Now the easier part. 12th fret in the hook. Repeat. Again. Arpeggios. Whatever here. Okay, good. So there you go. For the chorus, it's another regular chorus, but after the chorus happens, they do a little flourish and they say, "We will get by," which is a really exciting moment for the song. So after like, "Bye, I will survive." After this, E to F sharp. Everybody goes down, up, down. We will, and the strumming is just louder and more active, and the drums are kind of going crazy. So, you know, we will get by. Everything else is the same, right? But that repeats to your heart's delight. So we covered a ton, and you know, I could have broken this up, but I feel like for those who really wanted to learn every part, it's nice to have it in one place in one video. So hopefully that's helpful for you, and just please feel free to leave a question, and have fun with this. Enjoy. All right, great job, everybody. Definitely a classic and a lot of fun to learn. So go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment or hit the notification bell. Do all those wonderful things that help us out, and I appreciate it. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.